What's your name?
Glenny.
Where are you from?
Australia.
Alright, can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Alright, in your childhood, what was your child discipline like?
Pretty much the same as America. Like, when you're naughty, you get sent to your room. And when you're like, I don't know, you get grounded and things like that. Same as America.
Okay. Did you have any early education? Like here in America we have preschool. What would be the similar thing in Australia?
We have prep, which is preparatory for before you go into grade 1.
How old would you be?
You're 5 when you go in.
Okay, so do you guys have a kindergarten?
Yeah, there's like childcare and like pre-stuff, but it's not required. You don't have to go.
Okay, and then we have like kids clubs that are part of like the school and stuff that people pay for, and we also have boys and girls clubs. Do you have something similar to that?
Yeah, we have a thing called before and after school care, which is the same idea that if your parents work, you can get dropped off early in the morning, and there's carers there to look after you until school starts, and then after school you go and stay until your parents pick you up.
Okay. Alright, so how were the roles of your parents growing up? What kind of roles did they play?
Well, I mainly grew up with nannies till I was about 8.
Okay.
So,
And how did that affect you? Like how did they act as parents? How did they substitute as parents, or did they?
well, in a certain sense I did. Like, I still had my parents' rules I had to follow, but I also had like my nanny's rules and expectations as well.
Okay. How was it just growing up in Australia compared to like kids you see in America growing up? Or was there any differences at all?
Well, I grew up in beach culture, so we had a lot of time outside doing like physical activities, like on the beach, playing the surf, that kind of thing. And I guess that's similar to some parts of America, but different.
Okay. And did your parents, and if this is too personal, you don't have to answer this, but did your parents have any government funded like help? Like we have a lot of government funded help for people that don't have money, like preschool and stuff like that. They'll fund it, and Head Start for people it's free if you are like you eligible. Did you guys have anything like that, or did anybody have anything like that in your country?
In my family?
Yeah, in your family or in your country at all?
Okay, well in my family, no, because both my parents work. But in our country we have Centrelink, which is the government fund for people, and there's different applications you can go through, so there's different requirements for different amounts that you can apply for.
Okay. How similar was your like growing up compared to like kids around you in Australia? Or
Pretty similar. I think we all grew up very similarly.
did you guys all have nannies, or were you pretty like different on that side?
It depended a lot. A lot of my friends had nannies because if two parents worked, most people had a nanny, or if they had one parent that worked, they had a stay-home parent as well. So it depends on like parents' working situations.
Okay. And I know this is a hard question, but like what religious beliefs in reference to children did Australia have?
Australia having a very multicultural like belief system. There's a lot of different religions around, but I grew up in a Christian household, so a Christian society. So.
Did you have any like certain roles like that your mom did you go to Sunday school and stuff?
I didn't go to Sunday school, but I went to a Christian school.
Okay.
So I attended chapel and had to do service.
Was your mom expect anything of you as a kid because of the Christian aspect?
Well, it was more my dad's influence. He expected me to like portray Christian values and would like relate things back to the Bible and tell me if I did something wrong, why we shouldn't do it wrong.
Do you think that had a lot to do with how you grew up and like how you are now?
I think it definitely influenced me to form the values that I have today, yes.
Okay. Thanks, Fran. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.